This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Icon Podcast. I'm your host, Gianna, and special thank you to Sphere Rocket VA for making this all possible, video editing, uploading it everywhere that you're listening from right now, and so on. And also, thank you for connecting me to Kelly. And Kelly, big warm welcome to the show today.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here, and whatever I could do to give some sort of value to your audience, that's what I'm all about. So.
Absolutely, yeah. I know from the get-go of just talking to you and what they like to call backstage in our podcasting, it's going to be a great episode. So I'm excited. And Why don't we start where it all begins? Who are you, Kelly? Where are you at? Where are you from? And how did you find yourself in real estate?
Yeah, that's a long story. How long is this pod? No, I'm just joking. I'll start. So my name's Kelly Johnston. I operate in an area we call the Fraser Valley of British Columbia in Canada. So beautiful area, lots of mountains and lakes, and we're just about an hour and a bit, depending on which part of the city you come to, from Vancouver. So we're near the center, but we're just outside of it. So we kind of have a unique market that way. And I've operated here since I was licensed in 1997.
Wow.
So yeah, a lot of people that I deal with now were like born in 97 or graduated in 90. That's kind of.
You want me to tell you what? I don't think you want me to tell you my birthday. We'll just keep going.
Yeah, let's just keep going. So that's, and I work with my wife, who got licensed and started working with me about 12 years ago in 2010. And so we've been working together since then, built teams. I've owned brokerages, been part owner of brokerages. I've done all that. And about a year is January 1st is my start date with EXP. I did that on purpose just because of the timing of everything.
It's so nice. It's like one of those things that's like oddly appealing or oddly pleasing just to start January 1st, like easy.
Yeah. And I was so glad it worked out because it's always confusing. Like even we have a little company anyway, that's in the middle of the year. It just messes everything up with everything, but that's how you got to do it. So anyway, we started January 1st, 2021 with EXP. And so it's just been over a year. And so I've got a year of stuff to talk about now and going through all that. So yeah, that's us.
Well, it seems like you're doing pretty good. Loving it. First year at EXP, already an Icon agent. And we'll talk a little bit about some advice for people looking to hit that Icon award within their first year at EXP. But for now, Kelly, you mentioned that you came over to EXP, you've been here for a year. Now, what drew you to EXP? How was it presented to you? Why did you want to come to the light, come to the bright side?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm embarrassed to say it took me a year to make the change, make the shift. And I think, there's the early adopters to anything. There always is. There's those people they just see it and they go, yeah, I'm doing it. And I am normally like that. That's normally what I'm like, but I'm now over 50. I think about things a little bit more than I used to. But the other struggle was I was actually part owner of the agency I was with prior to that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So it was a super tough decision. And the other part of it is I was actually really happy there. I didn't have any pain. I didn't, the everything we had in place, all the systems and all that. I was a leader in the company, helping all the new agents. I was in the middle of putting a course together and testing everything with the agents there and all that. And then my sponsor, I guess you call it, Randy Dick, approached me and we had a great meeting. And I thought, yeah, that seems pretty cool. I mean, it's nice. It's, pretty amazing. But well, obviously, I'm not going to be making a move. I'm part owner of this company, and,
Yeah.
and that's how it all started. And fast forward a year later, and he didn't give up on me. He kept talking to me, and just kind of, just visiting things. And I actually was talking, because we were an independent brokerage, so we were kind of a boutique type
Mhm.
company, and also building other facets of the real estate business, so property management and strata management and all that. Um, and those were very profitable. The realtor portion of the business, being part owner and privy to this stuff, it was the most expensive, the most grueling, the most liability, the most attention that you had to put into it.
Mm.
And I'm looking at this EXP thing, and why don't we just dish off the real estate part of the business, the realtor part of the business, over to EXP, and then we can focus, that part of the business can just chug along and build, and it's all
Yeah.
good. Let's do this, guys. And anyway, they didn't do it. And so I had a decision to make, and I just went, for my family and for my future, and I'm in my 50s now, starting to think about retirement, starting to think about setting up the future and making things easier. We don't have pension plans. We don't have, you know, so I looked at it again, and I looked deeper into it, and I had some bigger discussions with Randy. And once I kind of figured it out, I was like, oh man, this is a no brainer. I got to do this. And yeah, so we made the shift.
That's awesome. Well, welcome to the EXP world. And one thing's for certain, I bet you wish you would have done it sooner because you were part
Yeah.
owner in that last company. But guess what? You've got stocks now, which kind of makes you part owner in EXP.
Well, that's the thing. And it's not after tax, after like savings, after I
Mhm.
paid my taxes from the commissions I earned. Like, it's not after all that. It's actually part of that.
Yeah.
And I knew I'd do the production. That wasn't the problem. I knew I'd do the production. So I just kind of looked at it and I said, all things being equal, this is a huge bonus because I know I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And the recruiting aspect of it, like, some people think EXP is kind of weird, or they kind of back off from it because there's a lot of aggressive kind of non-relationship based kind of recruiting that's going on. There's a little bit of that going on because people just want to tell everybody because it's so awesome, and they just think everybody should do it because they're doing it. And I do believe that, but there's a way to talk to people about the business. And I think maybe some people kind of back off because of that. And they don't really they don't take the time to actually dig into actually what it's all about and what EXP really has,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
facets of a real estate agent that actually make a great real estate company great. And when you dig into, if you just focus on those aspects, EXP will win every single time. It's just slowing someone down enough, and getting into that relationship and being able to explain it to them properly. And then once you see it, you can't unsee it.
That's
It's
what they say.
Yeah, they say it all the time, and it's totally true.
And it's awesome. And so, I would like to know, Kelly, you stay busy, you got a lot going on. And we talked a little bit about it backstage too, about how many projects you've been working on. But
Mm.
before we get into all that, I want to know how you avoid burnout mode, right? You're staying busy, you're doing high production. How do you take care of Kelly?
That's a really super good question, and it's actually very applicable right now, because
Yeah.
I gotta say, I was hitting that burnout, and because I really had a passion. You get into the business, you're there long enough, you've experienced lots of success, and I hope a lot of people think this way.
Mm.
What's great about that mentality of kind of going, I've experienced success, I've done really well, I want to reach back, I want to help some other people come along, and I'll show them the path. They don't have to go down these other paths. I'll show them the path. I'll take them there. Just come on, guys.
Yeah.
But what's awesome about EXP is that is built into the DNA of the company to do
Mhm.
that. And now I've experienced that firsthand. You know, I think when you're doing something that you're passionate about and you're excited about, and you kind of feeling like, you know what, if I put out all this effort and I do this, that I'm actually going to get a return on that. There's actually going to be an extra return over and above, in real estate, they say realtors never retire. And I firsthand know that. They're in my own community. There is guys still licensed right now trying to get a little piece of the action still, because there is no other way for them to retire other than some rental properties and some stuff that maybe they put away. But they're still working with other junior agents, and maybe they've sold some of their business to them, and they're staying licensed so they could still receive maybe some referrals or what. Like they're trying to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
But that's normal. And if you built a long enough business and you've been in the business 20, 30 years, and hopefully you can kind of win from that, but it dwindles, because when they stop and they stop being that guy or the person, and there's the new young bucks that come along, their business is going to fritter away. And even the business they sold to the people, that's going to fritter too, because they're not part of it anymore. So your business is only really as good as what you produce. And on January 1st, you got to do it again. And the first of the next month, you got to do it again. And you got to keep doing it again. You got to keep pumping the pump. There is no opportunity for laziness in real estate. You have to actually keep going. What I love about EXP is I can do that. I can put in the work, I can accumulate, and all the different, profit centers that EXP provides. That gives me confidence knowing that the work is actually going to mean something. So that's a really long answer to your short question, but
it's great.
To get to the burnout thing, if you're shooting for something and there's light at the end of the tunnel and there's stuff accumulating for you, man, that's exciting. I don't know how anybody couldn't be excited about that.
Oh, absolutely. And Kelly, on this Icon podcast, I talk to a lot of people that, build their credibility, and they've got a lot going on. Either they are starting a YouTube channel, building their social media, they've written 3 books, whatever it is. It sounds like you've got a project as well, and I would love to hear about it. I'm taking my real estate license exam coming up in the next couple of weeks, and I think it's kind of targeted at some newbies like me. So if you want to talk about it, here's a platform.
Awesome. Good for you. Welcome to the best business in the world in a bit.
Thanks. I wonder what brokerage I'm going to go to.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Just kidding.
But yeah, I have been working on some stuff. I've got a few things actually. So I've written a book. Talk about the books. Yeah, written a book called Attract. So this is written for new agents. It should be the first book that every agent is given the minute they get licensed, in my opinion. That's why I wrote it.
Do you want me to send you my address, Kelly?
Yep, absolutely. It's easy to get. If you go to the website 4xformula.com, so the number 4xformula.com, right at the top of the website, it's got a little link
at your head too. That's how they type it out.
Exactly, right there.
Okay,
.com.
perfect. Great placement.
I don't know if it's going the right way or not. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
4xformula.com. So yeah, you go there and you can get the book. I think it's $25 in the US with Amazon. But this is the first pillar of the course. And I got another book I'm working on right now. So Attract, there's 4 pillars in my opinion for success in real estate. Attract, you got to be really good at that. Attain, win the business, get good at winning it. And then you got to serve really well. And then you got to retain your business. And everything that EXP offers helps with all of that. The KV core, everything that's involved with EXP is just like, it's just comes together so beautifully with everything I teach. I love it. So attract, attain, serve, retain. And those are the 4 pillars to success. The thing is in our early days, we gotta focus so hard. We have to on attract and attain. We have to, but hopefully you're serving really well and you're retaining really well. And eventually you don't need to work so hard on the attract and attain. The business just starts coming to you through, referrals and other strategic alliances and all that kind of stuff.
Warm leads that you've been pouring yourself into.
Yeah. And then now you're just having meetings. People give you a call. You're just meeting to talk about their plan and take them to the next level and help them with their plan. And so that's kind of where we're at in our business now. It's more like that, but I keep myself honest. I still do the attract activities. I still, work on getting better at attaining and I'm constantly working on myself, and that should never stop, by the way, people.
Never.
But you know, at the end of the day, I'm still working on that stuff because I want to be honest in my training where people go, okay, this guy's actually still doing it. He's in the trenches. He's dealing with the market shifts and the market changes and the different things that happen in real estate. And so, yeah. But anyway, I also have a free book called The Quick Commission Blueprint. That's easy to get. Go to the site, fill out email. It'll be emailed to you in minutes.
Awesome.
This book, I wish someone gave me when I first started. This is all about defining your hunting ground. And my first icon training, the book is called Quick Commission Blueprint, talks about all the same stuff, but my first icon training is called Define Your Hunting Ground. So if you're looking for some icon trainings in there, that's mine. And I got super good feedback my first time ever doing it in the world. But yeah, that's what I believe every new agent needs to focus on first, rather than a scattered approach all over the place and worried about cold calling and door knocking and buying leads and social media stuff. And if you only got if you got less than 1,000 people that's part of your following on Instagram or Facebook, social media is not going to do a whole lot for you right in the beginning. It's going to be super frustrating. Do it. Got to do it. But you got to do the work. And your social media should be speaking to what you're doing and the things that you're excited about and your day and just, telling that story of being a real estate agent and getting people to see you and your personality over time but build that following. Yes, for sure. But you can't get there until you start doing the work. You got to do the work, focus on the work first and to do things. So that's what the Quick Commission Blueprint will give you the start for. And that's free.
That's super exciting too, because when people are coming over to EXP as new agents, it's like trying to drink water out of a fire hose, right? Like you're just trying to sip a little bit and it's just like, what's going on? There's so much. What's an icon award? What 150 hours of training a week? Do I have to do that? What? Like, how am I going to have time for all this? I got to go knock on doors and do this. So it's really cool that you have set out some, like you said, pillars for people to start a good launch pad.
Yeah.
And that's if you're at EXP or whatever brokerage you're spying on us from. Definitely check it out, because here at EXP, as you may know, we don't like to hold secrets to our chest. You're just missing out on what we like to call proximity and its power, because being around the best of the best, it rubs off on you. But that's really cool, Kelly. Congratulations on launching that. That's exciting. You're welcome.
Yeah. And they'll learn a little bit more if they go to this site. There's some videos. I'll real quick plug this. There's right now I've got 14 hours of online video training inside the course right now in the members area. And I've set it up where it's just a one-shot fee and you're a member forever. If anybody becomes part of my team, I'm doing a special deal for them. They can be members, then I can train them and we can work together and we're speaking the same language and it's all good. But if someone's just coming in there and they want to just learn every single facet, from goal setting, finding out your why, the mindset masteries. I got 4 videos on doing open houses, to do open houses properly. Open houses are a huge lead source. How to tackle all the different ways to get leads and become a neighborhood specialist and all that stuff. So that's all in there. And then how to win it, how to do the listing meeting, how to, one sheet of paper and you can win the listing. I've taught people how to do that in there. The commission talk, all that stuff is in there. And so anyway, right now it's $297 for the whole thing and everything I put in after that. It's ridiculous. It's a beta test mode price. And I just wanted to work out the wrinkles and get through a few things and make sure. So now that we've gone through all that.
And now that you've said about the test price too, is I want to date stamp this for those that are just listening or maybe they're going through it. It is April. Oh my gosh, what day is it? April 7th. My watch says April 12th, so that was a small heart attack for me. And I was like, what? Anyway, April 7th. So this is going to be a limited time offer. So if you're listening live and you're here with us and, you've listened within a reasonable amount of days, definitely check it out. And anyway, back to you, Kelly. I just wanted to date stamp
April 15th is the target date, but it may not happen exactly on that date. That's my target. That's what I'm telling everybody, all that kind of stuff, but it might be 16, 17. So check and see if it's been changed up in there. But right now it's $297. It's going to $1997, which is still a good deal. To learn how to make your next 200 grand it's $2,000. But There
Easy.
is also a lot of amazing training in EXP. So I don't want to take away from that at all. That is amazing. I've just organized it for step by step, because sometimes people start to learn M in the alphabet when they need to learn the A, B, C, D, E. They need to learn this stuff first before getting to M. They're not ready for M. You know,
Right.
they need to get this stuff done first. And so that's why I've done it in a sequential way, so that people experience mini successes along the way. And when you
Mhm.
experience mini successes, then you're going to keep going. You're going to keep at it, right? So that's what I really shoot for. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get back
No,
on.
that's great. You know, that's
Mhm.
it's cool that you've invested your time in that, and for the newbies. And we're going to circle back to the newbies here in like two questions. But the first one I
Sure.
want to ask you, Kelly, is I would really like to see the Icon Award through your eyes, right? So I know you're up in Canada, and your market share is going to be a little different than, you know, you're probably going to have to sell a couple more houses than a real estate agent selling luxury properties in Los Angeles, California. Or,
Mhm.
you know, you're probably going to have a little better luck than, I don't know, somebody in Pennsylvania and it's freezing. I don't know. Like it's just fun to gauge the markets, you know, from where you're
Yeah.
at. And we would love to kind of know the kind of production you had to do in your area of Canada to hit Icon. I want to know what benefits you took away from the Icon Award and how did you give back? So, you know,
Mm.
some people mentor, some coach, some teach to the EXP world. I met a guy who vetted other icons. I didn't know
Mm.
that was an option, but it is. So
Yeah.
I'd love to know, you know, your personal interaction of the Icon Award.
Yeah, we of course we started in January 1st, as I told you. So what happened was we were still with, like, when we were with the other company, we still had deals paying out through January, March, even I think a couple up in June from the work we did on the other company. So that none of those deals got to be counted towards any of our volume or any of that kind of stuff. So I literally had to start from scratch, learning all the programs, learning how to plug deals in, learning how to, everything on January 1st. And so we had to kind of get through all that. And then the deals that we generated from that effort then became the new deals. So in my mind, we took a little bit longer to get there. But, we capped pretty quick. So a cap basically with EXP, everybody starts the same. That's another thing I love about EXP. Doesn't care if you walk in the office going, I'm a heavy hitter. What kind of deal are you going to give me? You know what? No, everybody starts the same, but you can beat the model. That's the thing. You can beat the model. And the way you beat the game is you do the production, and you get way more benefits back than trying to cut a deal. Your monthly cost with a real estate agent, or your deal cost, is actually your least expensive thing you should be focusing on. You should be focusing on how you can do more deals. It should be more
Absolutely.
about doing more deals, more production. What
Mhm.
enables me to do more production? How can it be easier for me? And when you're in a cloud brokerage, there's nothing stopping you. I could do a 9 o'clock meeting. I don't have to drive anywhere. I can get the 9 o'clock meeting over with. Going to office meetings, I was an advocate of that. And I always told everybody, go to office meetings. You got to be there. Half people would show up, some people wouldn't. But there's no excuse not to show up. Like to the your organizational meetings in your area with
Yeah.
EXP. You just show up. You could be in your jammy pants and have your
I was
coffee
just
and your
about to
hair all
say
over the
that.
place.
Heck, you could be in jammies down. Just
Yeah. EXP was built for COVID, but and that's why they thrived so much. I mean, now they're 1,000 a week are joining the company, but
something. I think we're
it's
coming up on 800,000 agents. 80,000? 800,000.
almost, yeah, 80,
An absurd
78,000.
number.
Yeah, 78,000. They just flew through. We're going to hit 80 here by the end of the
Soon.
month.
Yeah.
But and there's a reason for that, people. It's not because of the multi-level marketing that everybody says. That has nothing to do with it. It has to do with the fact that it's I'm not even answering your question. I'm just rambling here right now. But anyway,
I forgot
it
what I even asked you, Kelly.
yeah,
I'm
this
just kidding.
company
No, you're doing
attracts
great.
angels. This company attracts successful people. And then when you get
Yeah.
around a bunch of successful people, everybody just gets fired up. It's way more exciting, right? But the
Absolutely.
question, I think, had to do with the icon thing. So anyway, so we hit
I told you
icon.
there
I
were
think
no trick questions, Kelly. You're doing it to yourself, okay?
it's my own
I'll,
fault. I'm
I'll
brutal.
re-ask it to you.
You got to keep me reined in.
Yeah, I
We
think
did
you're doing
I
great.
think we did 45 million in volume or whatever.
Okay.
65 deals, I think it was, or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway, we hit the icon, and that was pretty cool. And got the little award and all that. But you know what's great about getting the award? I see people posting all their little awards about this time of year from all the other companies, because all the numbers get in, and then they have their little breakfast meetings, and they talk about their awards. And I'm like, well, that's great. Isn't that a beautiful little award? But it means nothing financially.
Mhm.
I've got boxes of plaques and awards, and I don't even know where to put them. Hanging them is actually a pain in the butt. If you try and hang all these little square plaques and they change the size each year, and it doesn't look good, and then you get these things that sit on a table. Well, how much room do you have to sit all these things?
Right.
Like, the award is just whatever. I want the money that comes with the
Oh
production
yeah.
it took to earn that award. So you not only get that with EXP, and you do get recognition. That's all good. You get that status. You get called an icon, and you get to go to the icon breakfast when you go to the functions, and
Yes.
cool things, right? But we actually get money. The
Mhm.
cap that it took, the 16,000, we get all that back. That's beating the
Yep.
model. That's beating the game. That's how you do it,
Totally. Yeah,
right?
I
You beat
agree.
the game. And then you're $75 a deal. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. No other costs, $150 a month or whatever it is to be associated with the company. But that is ridiculous,
Mhm.
honestly. No company can offer that. Nobody can offer that. There's no way they can do that.
I
Walk
like
in,
no
yeah,
brokerage, no corporate company, nobody.
nobody
Nobody
can do
is
it.
comparable.
They can't do it. So we're part owners of the company. We also opted to buy shares, 5% of our commissions. I don't even feel it,
I remember that. Yeah.
right? 5%.
Mhm.
I can buy off of each check we get, and so we're
Incredible.
accumulating stocks. So that's our before tax money too, right?
Mhm.
Because, and then that just kind of accumulates. Why not own something that you're part owner of? And why not own
Truly.
more of what you're part owner of? And when you see a company where the owner says, we're going to hit 500,000 agents one day,
Mhm.
and he says it with such confidence, and he goes, I know exactly how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to do it based on our growth. We're in 20 countries already that haven't even hit momentum yet. Probably 15 of these countries haven't hit any momentum yet. It's all been within the last year and a half, 2 years. When they start to hit momentum in 10
Mhm.
years, I want shares in that company. I'm not thinking today. I'm thinking in 10 years, what's going to happen? You know, good night. We're
Incredible.
we're set. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah. And it's not too late, by the way, for those that are listening. And they're like, well, the
never is.
boat has sailed, blah, 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 blah. All the excuses. It's not too late. It's never too late.
Yeah. Yeah. I think when Randy showed me the company, there's about 30,000 agents.
Mhm.
By the time I got involved, they'd cracked 50,000, and the stock went from, I think, around $10 to like $60. And I'm like, I am an idiot.
Yep.
I
Yep.
can't
I
believe.
wish I had done it sooner. There it
Yeah.
is. That's
Hmm.
so funny, Kelly. And like obviously, you've got a passion for those that are coming into EXP or any brokerage. They're coming into the real estate industry. They need to learn. And so,
Hmm.
for those newbies that are coming into EXP, is the Icon Award something they should even strive for? You and I talked a little bit about how it could be overwhelming. It's like sipping water from a fire hose, but
Hmm. Hmm.
how can they turn it into treating it like a cruise ship and amenities, right? Like there's a buffet on this deck at 9, but there's also yoga on the front deck at 9 and whatever else. Like, how can they pick and choose for themselves? Like, what is your advice? Should they focus on the 150 hours of training? Should they focus on the downline? Is the icon achievable within your first year? Just some advice. Let them
Okay.
have it.
I think in the first year, what happens with new agents is there's a lot going on, right? When you first come on. And
Mm-hmm.
I actually think, yeah, you can. You can. I think it's possible for anybody. And I think if it's possible anywhere, it's possible with the XP if you just plug
Mm-hmm.
in. But it's not going to just happen because you joined EXP.
Right.
It's not going to just happen because you joined Keller Williams or Remax or any of the other companies either. You got to do the work. But what's great about EXP is the answer is somewhere for you everywhere. You just got to look for it and lean into it, and actually take responsibility for your own success. So if someone takes responsibility for their own success and they have an entrepreneurial mindset, because that's what EXP is built on, and that's who EXP attracts. If you have an employee mindset that is still kind of there, that you got to get over that, you got to get through it, because the employee mindset is looking for teams, they're looking for someone to feed them business, they're looking for, they're looking for the easy way, right? And they're willing to give up a lot for the easy way.
For sure.
They're actually, they don't know it, they don't think they are, but they're actually giving up an element of success for easy. Okay. So if you're that totally cool, man, like if you're looking, hey, I just need 40 grand a year to supplement our family income. My husband makes good money and I want to be able to go traveling and have some nice dinners. And that's all you're after. Phenomenal. That's awesome. EXP is for you. Honestly, it really is, because it's so easy to operate. You can still have your kids, you can schedule, you can do, like, it's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you want to succeed and you want to become an icon, you got to be serious about it. And you got to make a plan and do it. If you don't hit it your first year, you'll hit it, because the seeds that you planted during that first year will help you do it for next year. You got to start planting the seeds now, right? When's the best time?
You got to be a self-motivator. You have to.
Yeah. But what's awesome is there's so many people, so many successful people that you're surrounded with, and you don't think you are because you're not going into a bricks and mortar office. But you can go into the world, you can go to the auditoriums, you can go into anywhere and get training. You get something wrong with your Mac or your PC, you can go in there and they'll fix it for you, and they'll come into your computer and fix it. Like, these are silly things, but I never had that. I always had to pay somebody all the time to come fix my computer when I had an issue with my computer. It doesn't even have to be EXP related. It could be something to do with Google, and they'll fix it. Crazy stuff.
They care.
It's there. Like, anything you need, it's there. You just got to look for it. And so anyway, to succeed as an icon agent, first thing you got to do is cap. That's the first one. You want to cap. In some markets, that's 10 deals, 12 deals. In other markets, maybe it's 15, 16 deals, depending on the dollar per deal that you're earning. But get capped, get that done, because now you're just paying $285 a deal. Everything is easy peasy, and you're good to go. There's, you're now making an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a deal when you do it from that point on. So that's awesome enough. So you want to cap fast, and then all the seeds that you do, all the planting you do, that momentum that you create from doing all the work will take you to icon. If you're doing lots of action, massive action, and it'll take you there. Icon, you're probably at 285 to get to the $5,000-ish range. Is anywhere from another 20 deals or so. So 30, 35 deal per a year person is an icon agent roughly. And then you can rise up from there. But that is doable. 3 deals a month. So
doable.
Yeah.
And 3 deals a month, and then have somebody there to keep you accountable. Have somebody there to call you on your BS. Yeah. Like, hey, did you hand out enough business cards today? Hey, did you attend this? Did you do this? Did you call so-and-so? Have somebody there, whether it's a mentor, a coach, a neighbor, a best friend, lean into them. And you have to be a self-starter at EXP. We have the bones for you to scale up on. We have the tools for you to pick up and learn how to use, but that's the fact of the matter, is that you have to get involved. You have to do it. And ask around. People are excited to answer. They're excited to come to the calling, because at EXP, like I said, you earn, you learn, and then you return. And it comes full circle every time. Every time somebody gives something to the EXP community, I don't know how or why or in what way, but it's always somehow repaid and in a positive manner. And for my last question, Kelly, it's been an awesome episode, and I've loved getting to know you. I would love to know, what you would say if you could go back in time and talk to Kelly, who was on the fence about EXP, right? You saw the grass was greener because EXP waters their grass over here. They care about their people over here. And you were like, I don't know, this is skeptical. I've already got like a sense of loyalty. I own part of this brokerage. I don't know. It's a pyramid scheme over there. Somebody said it's a cult. I don't know. I don't want to make that jump. What would you go back and do to Kelly other than just smack him across the face and get it through him?
It's funny, us real estate agents, even the even the ambitious ones, even the people that are killing it out there in their markets, it's comfy, right? And changing brokerages sucks. It sucks. You got to do things. You got to get all new signs. You got to get new cards. You got to rebrand yourself. You got to do all this stuff.
Yep.
And it sucks. And
Yep.
so it's always, is the effort worth it? Right? Is it worth it to make the change? And I remember going, I was a partner. I wanted my share money back. I said, I'll keep it with you guys. I don't care. And they said, no, we should probably pay you back. And I said, okay. The return on that investment wasn't even close. It just reaffirmed so much that I need to, that what I did was the right decision when we finally got my share money back from that company. And no, what I would tell myself is dig into it, look at it seriously. A no decision, a maybe, I just want to push it aside for now, that kind of non-decision is more costly than actually a decision. Yep. So it's either yes or it's no. And if it's no, it better be a doggone good reason. And that reason for no, that it better be about, no, I have another way to support my family better. I have another way to create a better future. I have another way to help other agents. I have a more cost-effective way to build a team and have other people join me and stuff. I have another way to train everybody and plug everybody in and do better and better myself and get around other. You got to have a lot of reasons to get to this no, but they got to be good reasons.
Right.
Not because it's, I'm comfy. Right? I don't want to be bothered right now. I don't
have the capacity for change, even though this is going to be life-changing.
Yeah, and I get it. I do get it. It sucks.
It does.
Like that January, February, making the change and those first couple months and just trying to wrap our heads around things and do real estate and kind of get some deals going. Like it's not fun. It's not.
Yeah.
But I can safely say a year and a bit later, 13 months, 15 months later, it was absolutely worth it. And I'm way farther ahead financially than I would have been had I not made the change. And and my production is my production. I'm not giving EXP all the credit and I'm not taking it away from them either. My production is a production. I'm Kelly. I don't blame anybody else for my success or failure. It's me. But given all things being equal, I'm financially ahead making the decision to move to EXP. Absolutely.
Incredible. And it's just, you have to keep in mind, not to be all guru on you, but if you're afraid of change, the only thing in this life that stays consistent is change. Something's going to change. And, you want to be part of the group that's the first to change, the first to be revolutionary. Like when the whole world came to a halt because of COVID, guess who had their meeting online on Tuesday, already scheduled before the things were shut down? It was EXP. Yeah. So, evolve or get left behind. Come aboard. Come to EXP. We've got I think he and I would vibe. Reach out to him. I don't care if you're in Florida, all the way opposite of Canada. It doesn't matter.
That's the great thing. We could be anywhere. I do free coaching every single Thursday from 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to 11. I did it today. And we just have people all over North America and we get together. We talk about real estate and it's free. There's no obligation. They're from all different companies. Awesome. And you're always welcome for that. You can go to my Facebook page, Real Estate Agents Learning Center. It's a free page. Just go there. It's a Facebook page. You can go there. And realestate.with.kelly. That's my Instagram. And I go live, the coaching live on those. And I kind of go back and forth between Instagram and Facebook group. But honestly, free coaching, just come. It's all good. We talk about real estate. I try to give lots of value. That's my thing. I give an hour a week to the real estate industry, and you're always welcome. Anybody who's a licensed real estate agent all over North America, you're always welcome.
And it's incredible. It's proximity is power, and I stand by that. Surround yourself with people who are good at what they do, who love what they do, and you will see great things come from it. Kelly, I think this has been a fabulous episode. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you ever care to do a spin-off episode on maybe things you're teaching on, coaching on, I don't know, focusing on that week, you let me know because this podcast is free to use. So use it up.
Yeah. Awesome. Love to do that.
Awesome, Kelly. Well, I will be seeing you at Shareholders or EXPCon or both. So you just let me know which one you'll be going to.
Yeah, I'm going to them all. I'll be in Florida. Yeah,
Perfect.
and I'm going to the Dallas event too in August.
You are awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay,
Yeah.
Kelly. Well, we will be in touch then.
Awesome. Take care.
Thank you.
This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.